So let's see if we can get on top of this iPod thing. I found a holder the other day, but it's a suction holder, and unfortunately the piece of metal that I've done on there, which I was hoping for a magnet one's got a bleeding hole in it, hasn't it? So I think the holder's going to be good. We've got to fix it on there. I used cable ties. That was a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is come underneath here now. Hold on a minute. I'm going to come from under here. I'm going to come from under there, and I'm going to drill a hole all the way through it and put a thin, small, long bolt. Let me check out the bolt first, then I'm going to come at there at an angle, try and get out in the middle. Try. Remember, I did say try, and we'll just fix it on there. And that's how it's going to do, because then hopefully I'll make a better picture, a better film. Anyway, let's do that. So part of the enjoyment of having a place, I know you think, Reggie, you're a crackpot, you've collected all this stuff, what the hell do you do with it all? Well, you can just do anything on the spot. I needed to fix this onto there. How was I going to do it? What was I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. Well, it's just because I've got one of these. See, I knew that thread all the way. I didn't even have to supply my own nut. The nut comes supplied with this, and all I did was turn that around, put it on the end, screw it in, cut it off. So, you know, you can, having a shed, being a shed man, you can fix things on the spot. You're not, oh damn, I need to go and get a bolt this long. I have to go and get a bolt that fat. I've got to go and get one of these, or mid-drill. I haven't got quite the right size drill. It's a bit smaller, it's a bit bigger. Being a shed man, and having a shed man cave is such a great thing, because you can do things live and at the scene, right there, right then, fixed it. Okay, you know, at my level, it is butchered, it is codged, but you know, it's what gives you the joy of having a shed that you can go and tinker with and make things happen. Is amazing. As simple as that, you get a lot of satisfaction out of, right, get it done, fixed, move on. So one of the most important things to do first is make sure the phone holder holds your phone. Don't be a dum-dum like Reggie. It didn't hold it because, of course, to get it to go that angle, it was sort of pointing down to look at the thing, and the thing was falling out. Well, anyway, usual amount of profanity, a bit of swearing and cussing, fixing anything. So we've put a bit of a grip there now, haven't we? Because it won't go in long ways. Although that looked like it was going to fit really nicely, but it didn't, because I want to run it wide ways, don't I? So anyway, it should sort of give it some sort of grip now without falling out. Just give it a bit of a butchering, yeah. So hopefully, bit of a block to make it fit. Yeah. It just has to do the work, doesn't it? Anyway. Hopefully. But the other problem is having a tripod and blah 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 blah. You might be getting a good picture on what you plan on filming next, but I have noticed the damn tripod is now in the way. So I'm gonna have to get used to working with this right next to me without bumping into it and banging it and doing all the rest of it. So anyway, come on, let's see what we can, but at least we can slightly stand off better and zoom in maybe. Who knows? Come on, let's try this first film then. So this is my first film for me to make with my phone in the tripod, holding it all together. Let's see if it stays there. Anyway, we just thought we'd have a little bash at this. Have you seen how it's separated? I don't know what it is. This is a vaporous that I've used over and over and over and over and over again. We wanted to know how we were getting on with the little plier thing, didn't we? Not the pliers, with the... We wanted to know how we were getting on with the little... It's in there, isn't it? It hasn't disappeared into nothing, has it? Where the hell has that gone? Ah, we're here. I can feel something. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. So this is 24 hours in the evaporist, which is, you know, which is usually good enough. We're just going to rinse it in water. Just give this a bit of a rinse. Alright, give it a bit of a rinse. Always keep a bucket of water nearby. You can see it, it's doing its thing, isn't it? It's doing its thing, but what we're going to do, where are you? Where are we? There we are. It's doing its thing. So ordinarily you'd put that on a wire brush. Shall we put it on the wire brush? Give it a helping hand first? But you've still got inside and up down here and in that thread, and you know, and you'd be forcing it and moving it and knocking it. So we're going to give that a bit of a clean up, give it a help, bring that up nice, and then we'll put it in. I've already got the ultrasonic cleaner on the go, getting warm. I'm going to set it at 60 degrees, put it back in the jar and give it another bash. So let's give this a little bit of a clean up. Let's give this a bash. Going to bring it up lovely. Oh, I love it when it shows its name. It's got a name to give us. Oh, I wonder what the name says. Oh, it's a king dick. Yeah, which is what we sort of suspected. Such a king dick. So now usually you'd be putting 50-50, you'd be putting WD-40, you'd be trying to free that up to make it work, wouldn't you? And it is solid. And you'd be putting your tools and your spanners and you'd be trying to force that away, wouldn't you? So what we're going to do now, we've got the most of it off. That's fine now. What we're going to do is put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and the ultrasonic cleaner will get in here and around it and in there. We'll see what that does. Yeah. So let's do the ultrasonic cleaning bit now then. So we're going to drop it back in into the jar gently. I'm going to drop it back into the jar nice and gentle, so we don't drop it to the bottom and then break the glass and stuff go everywhere. That'll be fine. So, and because it's a sealed jar and we know we're going to put the jar in this way, what we're going to do is it's covered. Now we'll make sure this covered, it goes in the ultrasonic. Let's do that next. So here we are, we're at the ultrasonic cleaner. We've set the temperature, it's 59. We've set the temperature at 60. And we're going to put this in. So we know that's fully in, fully covered. The little spanner is under there, fully, what's it? So now we'll put the lid on and we'll fire it up. Going to give it 30 minutes. We'll give it 2 sessions of 30 minutes. and you'll see the difference. It's really, really good. So the combination of the heat and the evaporist should work really well on this now. You could leave it in the evaporist quicker, longer if you wanted to, but it should be just fine. So let's have ourselves a little nature interlude. Let's go back. See this tree? It's blossomed like mad, and the bees are going crazy on it. It's covered in bees. Don't be frightened of the bees. They won't do you any harm. Just stand and watch them. Where are they now? You can hear the whole tree buzzing. Where are they now? Let's find one for you. Here we are, look. Here's a busy one here, look. There he is. Look. The trees, they're absolutely loving it. There's loads of them. The tree is buzzing with it. They're on the back, look. Okay, it's dropping a lot of stuff. We're going to have to hoover this so it doesn't go in, because this is false grass. But I mean, that's a small price to pay. It must be not quite feeding time. We'll come back later on. Maybe of an evening. Here they are, look. Here they are. They're working up here. Very busy. Oh, I've just seen a big one. Occasionally you'll see a right big one. Here, he's a big boy. He's a big boy there, isn't he? Where are we? Wow, can you see him? He's up there, look. He's a real big one there. You might see him. He's on that there. Oh, there he is. He's a big one. So yeah, it's they're really, you know, the sun is amazing. The sun and the warmth and everything comes to life. This is growing like mad. This thing's growing. Yeah, but the bees are loving this. We'll come out tomorrow morning early and watch them. Where did that big one go? There's a right big chunky monkey here working this area. We'll find him in a minute. And this one's doing really well. This seems to be at the top. This one, look, mixing. Oh, they are up here as well, look. It's amazing, you know, how the sunshine and the warm has made a huge difference. Okay, it's all going to want trimming and whatever, but it's lovely seeing everything, you know, come to life. These are growing nicely. Oh, he's died. Deb! The man in the barrow, the stuff in the barrow's died. Yeah, and this stuff's coming on. It doesn't take long, does it? For stuff to... That's a sunflower. Doesn't take long. The sunshine is amazing. The warmth and the sunshine makes things grow. So we haven't fitted the handle yet, but I think it's going to be just for... It's going to look nice, isn't it? If it's put there, sort of thing. Yeah, just for display purposes. Somebody suggested we put some sort of a micro switch or a little cable, a little hole and a little cable through here that activates a noise of some sort. So that might be interesting. Pull that, it makes a noise. Yeah. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? With a little cable just coming through there. Something to think about. Well, another subject came up. This must be the most... How many of us drive? How many people are handling these every day, all the day? It must be the most, when you think about it, there are handles and there are handles on different designs of things which are different separate handles, but of the most used handle, it's got to be the fuel filling handle, hasn't it? This must be the handle that everybody, how many drivers is there out there, and how many times do they handle this, fill the cars up? Once a week, twice a week, whatever. Millions and millions and millions of people use this type of handle. If you think of another handle that everybody uses and I've used for years, the most used handle has got to be the fuel pump handle. Over the years, it's going to be a fantastic handle. Can't wait to crack on with that. But anyway, we've got another little job to do first today. Well, today's job is to connect this up to that. This is full. You won't believe it, this is full. So that's full weight, with nothing we can do with that. If you remember, this didn't really sit in properly, so I needed to wait till a bit of water came in. And do you know what? It can be no more than about this full. It can be only about that full, but it's still too heavy. It's too light to tap around, and now it's too heavy, so I've got to either drop some water because it's sort of bending already. It's not the right place, is it? It's just not the right place. More water comes on here, that breaks that. Even here isn't the right place. This whole thing's got to come forward, or we've got to move these forward a bit. There's something not right. We're going to have to do something about that. So it might be a case of, unfortunately, dropping it. But do you remember that back hadn't settled into place, had it? It's settled now. I'm quite happy with the back position. That's pretty in line. But this isn't. We've got to do something with this. Yeah. Because, wow, it's a lot of weight. Wow, it's a lot of weight. We're going to have to drop the water out of this. Stand back. Stand back. Here we go. That's how much rainwater's in it already. So it's pretty good at collecting it. So yeah, just take the weight out of that and see if we can nudge this lot around. But by the time that gets full of water, we're gonna have a good supply, you know. Once we what does that feel like? Oh, it's movable. Yeah. That's all you want it to do is nudgeable. Heavy enough to stay in place, but not too heavy that we can tap this stuff over. Get a sledge, tap all this that way. That's the plan anyway. I might even have to dig a bit more rhubarb up and pull this over this way. Not really in line, is it? It's in line for there. No, we need to pull this back, nudge these this way to hold the weight properly. Yeah, or else I think it'll just collapse. So we've moved this along a bit, put that in there. That's now fully supported. This is more in the middle supported. This is supported. That one in the back goes a little wide, but it doesn't matter. The back's on. The back's on. The back will have to settle again, do you see? And the weight's gone off it again. Now that will settle. This one is pretty much immovable, this one. This is full. So let's do the plumbing bit and see how we get on. Well, I think that's not bad. It would be nice to have a 90 degree there. So when we land on a 90 degree, we'll put a 90 degree there just to create, or I might even go and buy another one of those and block one off. would just make that a bit easier, wouldn't it? This is going okay. Maybe give that a squeeze. Okay, there's not the great flow coming out of that, but this is only the leveling pipe, so the rain will come in here and it will level it by going into this one. At the moment it's going the other way around. It's coming out of here into there, and now we've got the pipe connected again. I just need to maybe put another cable tie there, hold this up somehow, keep it a bit level, take the pressure off this. I know the winter might come and break these plastic pipes. I'll just have to keep an eye open for copper, because you can't beat copper, can you? Anyway, and now this works, but this is just blanked off. So we've used what we could get our hands on the day. You can want what you like, but you can only work with what you've got. Same as that now. We've moved these over a smidge, and now that weight is going on there. This weight is more over this one, a bit better. I'm happier with that. More spread over. That corner's fine. The end of that's fine. And this is a little better, because we tapped, and you see we've tapped this over as far as we dare. So we've supported that from under there. We've shimmed this up under here. Everything's touching. And that's what it needs to do. Yeah. So I think not bad, not bad. I mean, maybe in the middle of the winter, one nice dry day when it's not raining, we might undo it and redo it again. But I think now this will stand the weight, and we know this will stand the weight because this was full, man, full. Yeah. Anyway, I think we're all pretty much connected, and off we go.